All right, so first let's get some overall energy for your person here. Spirit, what is Gemini's person they're not currently in communication with? What is their current energy? What is their current energy? What is Gemini's person's current energy? Okay, so we have know your worth. We have let your fears dissolve and make time for self-love. All right. So this is interesting for me on a personal level because I am a Gemini and I have a person that I'm in no communication with that is also a Gemini. And my friend, lovely friend, sent me this deck, and so I pulled some energy on my person just to get some practice with this deck, and both of these cards came out. And this was 4 or 5 days ago. So that's just a kind of an interesting little thing that's happening here. But your person is starting to get some self-worth here. They're starting to recognize that they deserve more than whatever situation they are currently in. They deserve a better relationship. They deserve a better job. They deserve to remove toxic people from their lives. It could be friends or family members. But they've had a lot of, oftentimes in these types of connections, there's a person who's running and they have a really big fear of change. They know at some level that whatever situation they're in is at least not very good, or they could find something better, but they have a lot of fear around making that change. A lot of anxiety about even moving towards you. But they are letting go of that fear. They're letting go of that stress, and they're realizing that staying in this situation is a lot more stressful than than resolving it. And that's where kind of a lot of self-love is coming here. They're starting to take care of themselves. So when they start to know their worth, then they start to take care of themselves more, or vice versa. When they start to take care of themselves, they start to realize their worth. So these energies kind of play on each other. It's like the more they take care of themselves, the better they feel about themselves and the more worthy they feel. Or once they realize that they deserve more and that they are worth more than whatever situation they're currently in, they start to love themselves more. So like I was saying, and then that's where the fear starts to let go of, starts to be removed. I do not need to be afraid of change. I am better than this situation that I'm currently in. I am allowed to move forward in my life and make big change. And it's not as scary as I'm making it out to be. Because sometimes thinking about something is a lot scarier than actually doing it. And so they're just, by letting their fears dissolve, they're getting out of their head, or by getting out of their head, their fears are dissolving. Okay, so let's find out what your person is working on here. What is your person working on? What is Gemini's person they are no contact with working on? So we have the, oh wow, we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, and then we have the 4 of Swords And then we have Justice. Wow. Okay, so there's already a few messages that are coming through here. They're working on walking away from something here with this Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is leaving something behind. So for the people where maybe your person is in a karmic relationship, they know their worth and they are ready to walk away from it. This is what they're working on. So some of them may not have said the words yet that they want to walk away, but they're kind of building up the courage to remove themselves from the situation. Could be a job that they know they need to quit. For some, I'm even hearing the word addiction, so they might need to walk away from a drug or an alcohol problem. Obviously, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to everyone, but I try to give all the messages that come through here. And then they're healing. They're working on healing. And that's when the fear is going to start to be removed, when they start to heal and they realize getting divorced, quitting my job, going to rehab is not as scary as I thought it was going to be. If you look at this in this deck, this little lamb here has looks like a little sun or a spot of light coming out of the center of its forehead. That's where the third eye is. So to me, they're starting to really connect with their spirituality, which is making life in the world and change a lot less scary to them. Then we have Justice. Again, with this walking away, Justice is about court. It could be about documents and working with the government. So there is a message of divorce here. Okay. And then of course, loving yourself. Getting divorced can be a very powerful act of self-love because you're realizing that you're worth more than that situation, that it's okay to walk away from it. But they're also working on bringing justice to themselves and balance to themselves, because this card is about balance and this is self-love. You can't, or one powerful way to love yourself is to bring yourself into balance and harmony. So there's a few messages there. So if your person is not walking away from a specific situation, like a marriage or a job or toxic family member, they're walking away from possibly a lifestyle or a fear or something like that, and they're trying to bring in balance to themselves, okay? Which could be divorce, quitting a job, or just spiritual balance, because there's a message of spirituality with this healing card here, and it's releasing a lot of fear. All right, let's get some clarifiers and go a little bit deeper. Alright, so why is the Eight of Cups here? What is Gemini's person walking away from? Indecision. They have been stuck for a long time. They could not decide on what they wanted to do. So it could be they're just walking away from the inability to make a decision. They've decided they don't want to be stuck anymore. They probably have known for a long time, maybe even before they met you, that they needed to remove themselves from the situation, but they didn't have very much confidence. Their energy was very low, and they didn't think there was anything better out there for them, or they didn't deserve to walk away, or they didn't deserve anything better. So they're walking away from indecision. They're walking away from being stuck in whatever they've been stuck in. Why is the Four of Swords here? Five of Cups. They're healing sadness. They're healing fear. They're healing guilt, regret. They don't want to look at the cups that are laying on the ground. They want to see the two cups that are up. This is the Two of Cups, the soulmate card. It's behind this person. They've been focusing on the sadness. They've been focusing on the fear. So they're healing that sadness. And they're going to look for those two cups that are right behind them. And why is Justice here? King of Cups. Again, working on loving themselves, making time for self-love. The King of Cups is very emotionally mature. He is very emotionally balanced. He's very loving, but sometimes he doesn't know how to speak about his emotions. So I'm really getting this energy of them learning how to express their emotions, how to bring their emotions to the surface, to address them. Really working on loving themselves and making themselves balanced. Aw. I also hear a message of them allowing your love to be let in. They may have been resistant to that before. Yeah. And the way that this guy is leaning forward, I'm just kind of noticing how he's leaning forward here. And it's kind of like not being so guarded around their emotions. You know, like if you're guarded, you're leaning back, you're pulled away from somebody. But if you are being open and vulnerable, you're leaning into them. And it feels like they're leaning into their emotions for themselves, their worth, justice here, but also for you. All right, so what do they want their person to know? What does Gemini's person want Gemini to know? Aww. Alright, so we have the Ten of Cups. We have the World in the reverse. We have... Sorry, this is a new deck, so I'm still learning. Oh, there we go. It's the Eight of Wands in the reverse. It didn't look like it was in the reverse when I pulled it. It's the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so what do they want them to know? They're really focusing on positivity and happiness. Okay. And whatever, I think them making a decision and walking away from something is also bringing them a lot of happiness. They see you as their Ten of Cups, their ultimate happiness. But it's more about feeling happy within themselves. The World in the reverse here is like they're on the verge of a new cycle. They're wanting to close something out, but they're in this level of healing right now. So they're not quite able to move forward just yet. And I think that's why this Eight of Wands is here in the reverse, because they're feeling an intense energy to like really move forward and make some like fast progress. But they have like no control over like the court system, for example. Or maybe they want to communicate to you that they have ended their relationship, but they know that they should wait till the process is further along or finalized. But then this also could be an internalized energy where their momentum within self is building from the self-love, and the more balanced they become, the more intense the energy within themselves, like raising their vibrations. So this is what they want you to know, is like, you're my Ten of Cups. I'm focusing on being happy. I walked away from something, but the cycle is not fully closed out yet because I'm working on healing. And I want to tell you, but I know it's not the right time. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles is like my wife card. She's also a mother. So when she's in the reverse, I typically take that to mean that it's somebody's ex, their ex-wife or their ex long-term partner. And it's almost saying like walking away from this person, making a decision and knowing my worth has made me really happy. Okay, that's, I don't mean to laugh at that, but it's just kind of I think a lot of people think when they get divorced, even if they know the relationship is really bad, they're going to go through like intense pain and sadness. And of course, sometimes that happens. And even if you know a relationship needs to end, it can still be sad. So I don't think they were expecting to feel such a sense of relief or like happiness that ending this relationship would bring. Why is the world in the reverse? Okay. Yeah, so we have the Two of Pentacles here. To me, what I feel like is they're on the edge here. They're closing one cycle out and they're about to start another. So they're kind of in like this in-between phase of ending one cycle and then moving into their next phase of life. Okay, I think there is a lot of action that has actually been taken in your person's life, but it's not closed out. They're still healing and they're still working through their fears. They're in this connecting with their spirituality and healing this sadness. So this to me doesn't feel like a back and forth energy. It just kind of is like they have one foot out the door, but they're not all the way out yet. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, because it's like it can't really turn to a new cycle until this other one has closed out. Why is the Eight of Wands in the reverse? Oh, the Star. They are feeling hopeful. I think they're feeling, look, we have Knight of Cups on the bottom, and I swear they showed me Knight of Cups before, like while I was shuffling, and I thought it was going to come out. So, because I was feeling like this desire of them wanting to communicate to you, to show you some love, some, and some words with emotion. That's kind of what I was getting with this Eight of Wands. But we have the Star as a clarifier here. They know what their destiny is. They're starting to feel more hopeful and more positive just in general. I feel this girl feels a lot more like their vibrations are raising, that they're going through some sort of ascension and spiritual development with the balance here, the taking care of themselves, this emotional maturity, destiny and hope. And the intensity building. But of course it could be, like I said, more 3D things where they have filed for divorce or there's a splitting of assets or something like that. Them wanting to communicate something to you, but knowing that it's not the right time. So, that's really, it's very positive. All right, so now we're going to get some channel messages with my handwritten cards here. If Gemini's person could talk to them right now, what would they say to them? If Gemini's person could talk to them right now, what would they say to them? No one kisses me like you do. I feel like we were made to kiss each other. It's a very romantic energy. I want to spend a weekend away with you. I can't rock the boat right now. Okay. So they're feeling very sexual, romantic energy right now. That's that King of Cups. It's very romantic feeling rather than like wands where it's like all passion and heat. It feels like very romantic. They just want to like kiss you and they want to spend time with you. We have this I can't rock the boat right now because of this Eight of Wands in the reverse here, I feel. There's things that they want to communicate to you and things that they want to tell you, but they don't want to do it from a place of instability. They don't want to do it in a way that's going to cause you to come out of balance or to disrupt whatever you're going in your life, because they're not fully there. They're in the process. They have one foot in and they have one foot in their new life and one foot in their old life. So they're just kind of in a transitional state and they don't want to, it's like they want to get through the process first. They don't want to rock this boat they're in. They just want, justice is about balance and stability. They want to come to you balanced and stable. They want this taken care of before they can make this communication of love, offer of love here. But they're kind of swimming in the romantic energy, and they're really feeling. There's a lot of cups here, so all right. They're just feeling very romantic when they think about you. Okay, so Gemini, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. If it resonated, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.